Welcome to the Troglodyte channel, where I do screw up on a regular basis. You'll see one in a minute, but let me get on the other side of the camera. Yeah, that's a decent enough shot. I'm old, I'm fat. Yep, you can see my butt in a minute. Here's my first screw up of the day. I went out and I got me a Diablo blade. It was the smallest one that a box lumber store had. And it don't fit. Yep, I screwed up. Considerably smaller, probably by, let's say 6.5. I figure this one is too small by 5.5 maybe, or 5 inch. So that's my first screw up right there. Then my other screw up is a little bit further out of frame, but we'll get to that in just a sec. We'll move a few things out of the way, because I'm only going to probably be using one screw per each joist, and I'll be using nails as well. And hopefully I'll get this side screwed down. And you're probably only going to get a 20 or 30 minute video out of this. Now, a lot of you have been saying things and stuff. Yes, I had an issue the other day. I was trying to reply to a person and it wouldn't let me reply. I tried to wait a little while and post a comment. Wouldn't let me. I shut it off. And it wouldn't let me reply. So I thought it might be something else. I talked to a few other people from YouTube and they said it's a glitch that happens from time to time, and it does it at the very most inopportunity time to do it. So, with that said, I removed his comment, not because of a bad situation, no. I couldn't reply to it. It would not let me reply at all. So, I removed it. I have commented to him twice. He'll remain nameless, okay? I'm not going to point fingers. Everybody's probably guessed who it is, but I'm not saying anything bad about him. I've had people in the past that I had to physically remove because they were physically attacking me as a person. Yes, I have a big nose. Fine. Yes, I've had cancer on my nose. Fine. I've had cancer on my face. Fine. Who cares? Now, let's get into this. Now, in the past, I've told you how I've done this. And I deal with a local sawmill here in Florida. Now, those of you in the Northeast, Maine, you can contact mainly off-grid. He is also a sawmill and an off-grid liver. So, if you're in the main area and you want to get this kind of lumber, contact him. As time goes on and I meet other people in other locations with a similar bandsaw portable sawmill, I will add them to different videos as well. It's just out of courtesy. You see me using raw cut lumber in my projects. You can now see or get these same products in your local area. If you don't know the local sawmill, find out, make inquiries. On to the job. I gotta remove a nail or a screw. I screwed up. As usual. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Lost my knife the other day. Forgot I left it up here. Okay, there is no screw there. Good. All right, now let's get to fastening these boards in place. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Get this one board out. Not because it's wrong, it's just that I have to check and see if I have to square. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I'll get turned around. Okay. Yes, I do have a bit of a low clearance here, so my fat ass has to make do. Okay, let's see what we got here. And got a hammer and a nail over there. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. There we go. So I'll do a little bit of this first. Yep, I gotta get my pry bar. I need to get a piece of wood. Yep, good thing I have these short pieces up here. Easier to pry from. Ooh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a nail going. All right. Whoa, don't want to lose that. Guess I'm going to have to use something with a little bit more bite. There we go. Good thing to have a block up. There you go, another screw up. But you get the idea. I'm not infallible. I might go with all nails, I don't know. Just have to remember to move the nails as I go. There we go. Slow but surely. You see how I'm doing this. I couldn't find a nail gun cheap enough. I can still put screws in, but we're just going to go with nails. And I'm going from that end this way to avoid cutting. There we go. There we go. Now let's get another cord. Okay. Grab a few nails. And here we go again. So I'm a little shorter. We can pull this one back just a tad bit. There we go. This is a double joist right here. Oh, gonna need a small board again. Hopefully this time I'm not gonna drop it. I only got 2 more after this. There we go. Yep, where's that? There it is. Okay, we got room enough for this side now. You get this one in. Yep. that up. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Easy peasy. Let you guys get the idea. Can't afford to pay anybody to help me right now. But I helped the neighbor the other day, as you saw in that little short clip. I'm sorry I couldn't show you what I was doing because I was on somebody else's property and I didn't have permission to video. So whenever you make channels like these, check and make sure before you start filming. There we go. I make these videos for me. It's just that you're the audience. You can like it, you can subscribe, because I'm not going to do all this stuff again tomorrow. Now, I'll putting up some more framework. I'll get that put up. You'll get to see that. Then I will start skinning it with recycled metal from my last employer, who will remain nameless, only because I've had problems there in the past. There is a thing known as workplace bullying, and that happened to me. Oh, I tried to quit a couple of times, but the superintendent convinced me not to, because that particular person was quitting because he just inherited the family farm. Good thing. I'll let the people in Tennessee want to hang him. Oh, man. There we go. I might have to climb down and get some more nails. Oh no, I'm only going to go, actually, for you guys, I'm only going to go as far as my box of nails lasts me. Okay? So, there's no confusion there. I'm not going to subject you to my ass hanging or setting up boards. I'm only going to go as far as the nails will allow. Let's see how close I can get this one. See, the board's had some time to cure up here, and they've done a very good job of it. Well, let's get a few more nails to keep going the other end. Okay. Oh, a lot of traffic going by. I might do a podcast later today, if not maybe tomorrow. I know I've been getting a lot of people on my podcast to show up and watch these videos from time to time. My podcast is more of a, I wouldn't say a rant, but there's some topics I'll hit on and others I won't. Yes, I believe in the Second Amendment in the United States, just as I believe in a lot of different things. But what you do is your business, not mine. So don't make your business mine. Okay? We'll get that straight there. Your life choices are yours. Nothing to do with me. Oh, that's good. That's good. And the reason I put double joisting in here is not so much for the structure of the building, but so I can have lift points within the barn for doing maybe an engine project or building targets for my rifle and my throwing axes. And some of you have seen some of the past videos where I had neighbors throwing stuff. They didn't do all that good. So I'm now up to about 45, 50 pounds, maybe a little more, in my abilities to pick up. Okay? So, I should be able to throw axes soon. No, I think I just might just do all nails. Yep, gotta go back to using the board again. I know some of you people don't do this kind of work, and you've never experienced this kind of work because either you've been a restaurant employee or food services, or you have been in office setting. And office setting can tire the mind out, but it really doesn't tire out the body. So, with that said, we can agree, disagree, whatever, but take time to do some outdoor projects. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying go out and cut down a forest. Little projects. Landscaping, gardening, go pick fruit. Find a local farm that has fruit and vegetables to pick. Go out, pick them. Food preparation is really fun, so long as it's not really your main line of duty. We have a lot of people that enjoy cooking, and a lot that cook just to make money. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay. Okay, here we go. Some of you notice what I'm doing. It just makes so I have a tighter fit. That's all. Some of the boards don't quite move over, while others move over very nicely. Now, I'm using southern yellow pine. And this species of pine is nothing like northern white pine, spruce, hemlock, Those are all softwoods in comparison. There's a lot of that lumber that's sold as box lumber for shipping. They're light, easy to take apart. They use screw nails to attach them with an air gun. But I'm using southern yellow pine. It's higher density than cold climate pine. Oh, they got one of these darn bumblebees. See, we got a species of bumblebee down here. They are a pine borer. They lay their eggs inside. And you can probably see him in the video if he's moving slow enough. Ah! I don't know. Did he leave? I don't hear him anymore. That's good. So get out and do a project. Popular Mechanics back in the 60s and 70s used to put boat plans in the back of the magazines. Well, you can go online and just punch in Popular Mechanics boat plans, and a lot of these plans, the average person with just general knowledge of power tools can build a boat in a day. It's not that hard. You can build a pram, which is a rectangular boat that's just narrow at one end. Not too hard to build. Now, let's say you want to put something with a motor on it. You can do that with a pram. You can also put a sailboat mast on it, on a pram. Now, in order to sail, you should put some sort of keel down. Well, you can put side davit boards or dagger boards to sail with and a rudder to steer with. Not hard. Like I said, get out and do a project. I've seen guys build boats. I've seen guys build cars. I've seen girls build cars. Just get out and do something. I'm not saying buy a tractor. I'm saying do what you can. And if you need to get a tractor, get a tractor. But get one that suits you. Okay? Just like when I talk about firearms and tools. If the tools don't fit you, you won't use them. As a Second Amendment person, I'm a firm believer in that. If the firearm's not comfortable in your hand or on your shoulder, don't get it. Get what fits. Fits like a glove, as it were. The same thing. Like, I got a fairly inexpensive hammer here. It's got a grip on it, so I can easily grab it. Even in a loose hand, it doesn't slide down because it got grips. Well, I gotta get this board moved over. So let's do this again. Oh boy. Take your time, folks. Take your time. It's a matter of being comfortable. Picked up a splinter somehow. Not hard with dealing with wood. There we go. find a old push mower, old riding lawn mower. That's a good project. There's plenty of books out there, plenty of help online. Small engines are easy to rebuild. Older ones are even better because some of them have steel sleeves in them. The older the engine, the better it's going to be. Like some of the older diesel engines, real simple, single injector, single pump. You find an old riding lawnmower, take the time, fix it up, clean it up. Don't have to worry about making a buck on it. But if somebody offers you the right price after you figure out how much time and effort you got in it, yeah, I'd say sell it and get another one. Do it again. There was an old man in the town I lived in. He went around to all the junkyards and got all the wheel horse riding lawnmowers. And he rebuilt every one of them before he passed away. But he enjoyed it. Let's get another board lined up. Oh, that one's got a bit of a bend to it. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that takes care of some of the bend. Oh. Well, that bee's back again. Yeah, I'd show them to you, but it's going to take too much time. But if you saw that other video I posted, a real short one, the bumblebee buzzing my security camera. Really hilarious. Oh, let's see, maybe I'll get him on camera yet. Come on over here and I'll give you a good swat. These are huge bumblebees. They do show up in New England, but they're not quite as big as these things. These things are probably about an inch long and about ½ inch wide. And mechanically, they shouldn't be able to fly, but yet they fly. Oh, just what I needed. A nail. Oh. Well, I'm almost out of nails. And I'm almost out of time. As I told you, I wasn't going to really bore the heck out of you. But the main goal of this video is to help you get out and do something else. Now, I know in some areas where you're watching, it's still got snow on the ground, so it's a little difficult to get outside. But there's a lot of things you can make. You can cook, you can bake. Well, down here in the South, Florida, okay, we have non-indigenous pigs running around loose. They're an invasive species. Because Florida never had a pig population until the conquistadors and the Spanish settled Florida. But when they left the pigs. Well, the pigs are a very hardy animal. They survived almost anywhere. Good example, the Russian wild boar. some jackass down here decided, oh, I'm going to crossbreed those with the local pigs. Oh, then we came up with hogzillas down here. You'll see videos on hogzillas. Oh. Oh. Ran out of nails. Okay. I'm not saying go out and learn how to pig hunt, but pig hunting is different. All sorts of different ways to hunt a wild pig down here. You can leave out feed for them. Then you can pick which one you want. You can stalk them because they'll destroy farmland. They'll destroy it. And that's an easy way to get them. You find out where they're at. You get a high-powered rifle. You can shoot them from a distance, preferably in the ear socket. That way, you don't have to contend with a very angry pig. Because one pig I recently was given, it took 3 hits to bring it down. 3. And that was only about an 85-pound pig. Us hunters are not as the psychotic killers that the anti-hunting PETA portray us to be. We are simply putting food on the table. I know. A little off topic. Well, it's a little off topic, but it's also on topic. See, I do everything. Like I said, I do everything. I hunt, I fish, I build things, I make things, I salvage things. You've seen my wobbly golf cart that I call it that because it wobbles. It needs a little more work to it. And if I took the roof off of it, it would darn real fly. GPS had the thing up to almost 60 miles an hour. And you don't need one to go that fast. They're not designed to go that fast. But you got some YouTubers that make them go that fast. I got a few more nails. I've got a few more nails. At this point in time, I know some of you are getting bored. You've already clicked off. Gone elsewhere. But remember, it's the Truckleite channel. Like, subscribe, post a comment. Just leave my physical features out of it, because That's not nice. It's not nice at all. When you pick on somebody just because they look different, sound different, or act different, that's wrong. I'm gonna get up to this end. I'll nail it. Then I will upload this video. So that's the thumbs up. Subscribe, because like I said, you never know what I'm going to do next. This barn is not my only project out here. I have at least another 100 videos just on this property that I'm on with my wife. And I might even get back into archery. That's even fun too. So here I come. I got 3 nails. There we go. When I was a framing carpenter, everybody was throwing a 16-inch hammer. I was throwing a 32, or sometimes bigger. Because when I drove a spike, not like that, when I drove a spike, I used to do it in one strike. Guy says, stop doing that. Why? You're going faster than the air hammers. And I said, okay. There and the other guys were saying, complaining that I was hitting too much. And that's where I'm going to end it. So, you don't have to see me climb up and down a ladder or anything else. Oh boy. So you'll get a better look at what I've been doing. I'm nailed up to this point. This is the halfway point, as you can see in the sheet metal there. About the halfway point. And I got all these others to do. Okay, right there's my tractor. Now, you've probably seen the video where that's the replacement. Well, I had a Mahindra. The damn thing would run for a little while and stall. Drove my local tractor guy crazy, couldn't figure out why it was doing it. So, they packed it up and sent it to Tallahassee. Tractor was stolen off the repair line. Well, you can see my lake. You can see my house. It's getting green here in Florida, not like where some of the people are in the Northeast, not quite yet. You can see my log pile. I've added to it since. So, remember, thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Bye.